We're getting deep into December. Ooh, 2022 is so close, I can feel it. So pumped. Wanted to make this video 3 lenses that I'm planning to buy in 2022. 3 prime RF native Canon made lenses that I plan on purchasing in 2022. Now let's talk about these 3 lenses. I have a want, I have a need, or at least something I think that would be really important for my kit going into 2022. And then a total complete what? Like just what? Why would you put that lens in your kit? And I'll kind of talk about that a little bit. But first of all, what is the want? What is the like, this would be really nice to have? Maybe not a need. Maybe not like something that I can immediately justify, but that lens will be the long rumored RF 35mm f1.2L IS USM lens. We still have not seen this lens. This lens has allegedly been on Canon's roadmap now since I think the original R came out a few years ago now. Thought we might see it in 2020 with the R5, it didn't come. I think all of us were hoping to see it in 2021, and especially considering how good the RF 50 1.2 is. For me, I personally like shooting at that 35 focal length more than 50. I think 50 is just a little bit too tight sometimes. And if I want to go more compressed, I'm usually going with the 70 to 200. But that 35mm at f1.2 would be really special. I've been doing a lot of photography work with my friend Sam. He's using the Sigma 35mm 1.4, which looks great, but an L series 1.2 would be, I think that would be the king of the jungle, if you will. So that is definitely on the want list. Hopefully Canon releases it because I would love to see it, would love to have it in the kit, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for 2022. The second lens on my list, which I think is definitely a need, and speaking about shooting with my good friend Sam Ciudar, is the RF 100mm macro. I've been bumming Sam's EF 100mm macro for the last year. That's like the one lens in his kit that I'm like, hey man, could you come over? Can I borrow that lens? I have this project, I need this thing, could you help me out? I've used that lens from him so many times. He's been so gracious, and it's probably time to throw the RF version into my kit. I think the RF version, from what I've seen online, should focus a lot faster and lock focus a lot tighter than the EF version. The EF version is just kind of slow and really unwieldy, especially doing some video with it. But I would really like to have that RF 100mm macro, you know, L series glass. I think that's the one too that I already know where I'm gonna use it in projects that I'm already planning for next year. I know it's gonna pay for itself within the first couple of months using it, if not the first month of using it. So that one will hopefully have to come, and hopefully it's in stock. Shoot, that's a whole nother thing to think about, planning for the future. Finally, the third lens that I'm planning on purchasing in 2022, this really is like a what? Like every time I tell my friends about this, they're like, you're gonna buy what? You're gonna do this? But the RF 600mm f11 STM, which is image stabilized, which I think is pretty cool. And I know it's like, it's totally like, it is such an edge case lens. It's probably great for like wildlife stuff and bird photography and everything. It's a very affordable lens though. I think it's only like 600, 700 bucks comparatively looking at a lot of the L series glass, but it is very niche. It's gonna have very limited scope of use between being that fixed 600mm, that fixed f11 aperture. But here's why I think I can actually get a lot out of that. You see, I've been shooting a lot on the 70 to 200 and specifically doing shots at 200, and having that capability in my kit has landed me a lot of work. It's probably been one, if not one of the top things in my portfolio that when people ask me to do something for them or help shoot with them or go out on a shoot with them, it's like, could you bring that 70 to 200? Throw it wide open at f2.8 and just let it rip for, you know, a few minutes on this product or this scene or this subject. And there's been a few times now in the last year where I've used the 70 to 200 and been like, man, it would have been cool if I could have punched in maybe a little bit more, maybe closer somewhere around that like 400, 500 range. I know the 100 to 500 exists on the RF mount. It's probably too pricey for the things that I'm looking to do with it. I feel like getting the 600 is a good test to see, hey, is this really something that I could put to use enough in a year that would make sense and look amazing enough? I don't know. But that's kind of the like, I want to experiment with that. I want to find out. Might just rent the lens. I end up, you know, I did say that I think in a previous video is, you know, rent gear. So I may end up renting that lens just to see, but it could be very well something I add to my kit in 2022 as well. I wouldn't mind it. I think it'd be kind of fun to have just to bring out the artillery. That thing is big. It's a really big lens. That's it for me. 3 lenses that I think I'm gonna more likely be picking up in 2022. Leave a comment down below if there's a lens that you have your eye on that you would like to add to your kit in 2022. And tell me why. Leave a comment down below so we all can kind of know what you're thinking, and you know, share with the community. I love reading your guys' comments. I love the insights. I love getting a hold of just those notes that you guys leave me, so thank you very much. Subscribe to this channel if you have yet to, and I'm honored by all of you who already have. Thank you so much. You guys have made 2021 just so much fun. Be kind in life and in the comments below, and like this video to send good vibes across the internet. We'll do it again soon. Later.